Welcome back to Mr. Magazine, your one and only stop for the most touching, unforgettable, and heartwarming stories from the glittering world of Turkish celebrities. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and tap that join button to support our growing family of passionate viewers who adore true stories of love, fame, and sincerity. Tonight, we dive into a moment that shook both the entertainment industry and the hearts of millions, a confession so raw and real that it instantly went viral. Yes, we're talking about Kerem Bürsin and his deeply emotional words for Hande Erçel, spoken live on national television. It began like any other talk show appearance. Kerem Bürsin walked into the studio with his characteristic warmth, relaxed, smiling, and full of the energy that has made him one of Turkey's most admired actors. The crowd greeted him with cheers, flashes from cameras illuminated the stage, and the host's questions came one after another about his recent projects, his acting journey, and his upcoming film ventures. But as the evening unfolded, something changed in the air. The energy in the studio shifted from professional to personal when the host turned the conversation toward Kerem's private life, specifically, his relationship with Hande Erçel, the beloved actress with whom he shares an undeniable on-screen and off-screen chemistry. For a moment, Kerem went quiet. He looked across the studio, where Hande sat among the audience, her gaze fixed on him. That pause, lasting only a few seconds, felt like an eternity. Then, in a voice trembling slightly but filled with warmth, he said the words that would echo across every social platform within hours. "I love her so much. There's no point in hiding it anymore. She's the person who inspires me most in life." It was as though time froze. The light seemed softer, the air thicker, the moment almost cinematic in its stillness. The audience fell completely silent, the host sat speechless, and even the camera operators momentarily forgot their cues. Hande's eyes welled with tears. The cameras zoomed in, capturing her face illuminated by emotion, a mix of pride, joy, and love. Her lips quivered slightly, as if she was about to speak, but she simply smiled, allowing her eyes to say everything. Kerem, seeing her reaction, smiled back. He continued gently, "Without her, I wouldn't be the Kerem I am today." The studio broke into spontaneous applause. For a few seconds, it didn't feel like a television show at all, it felt like a window into something deeply human and beautiful. Kerem later shared how their story began, recalling their early days working together on set. "It started as a friendship," he said, his voice steady but nostalgic. "She was my co-star, my friend, and before I knew it, my life started feeling brighter whenever she was around." He described how that friendship quietly grew into something far deeper, as Hande stood by him through the highs and lows of his career. "Sometimes, a single smile can change your world," he said. "Hande's smile is like that for me. It's calm, but it's powerful. It's what makes me want to be a better man every day." The entire audience listened in awe. You could feel that every word came straight from the heart, untouched by rehearsed television polish. Her words painted the picture of a relationship built not on glamour, but on shared understanding. "When I see him work, when I see how he treats people with kindness, that's when I fall in love with him all over again," she added, smiling. It was no longer an interview, it had transformed into a love story unfolding live on television. Toward the end of the show, the host, smiling mischievously, asked the question everyone was thinking. "So, with such a loving relationship, are there any plans for marriage?" Kerem paused, turned once more toward Hande, and his smile widened. "Every day," he said, "we discover something new about each other. Everything has its time, but I want every moment I share with her to last forever." The audience erupted into applause again, some visibly wiping away tears. That sentence, simple yet profound, summed up everything about their connection. Within minutes of the show airing, social media exploded. The hashtag #ArnukoSeviyorum dominated Turkish Twitter trends, amassing hundreds of thousands of posts in mere hours. Fans shared clips of the emotional confession, writing comments like "This is what true love looks like," and "They're the real-life definition of soulmates." Kerem, known for his discipline and humility, also reflected on the challenges they faced as a public couple. "It's not always easy for two strong people to share the same space," he admitted. "But Hande and I learned how to respect each other's independence. We've argued, we've disagreed, but we always listen. That's what keeps us strong." At that point, Hande reached out, took his hand, and spoke softly. "He's always the strong one, but even strong hearts need comfort sometimes. I love being the person who can hold him when he breaks." Kerem's smile deepened. "When I look into her eyes," he said, "I feel at home." The moment that followed looked straight out of a romantic movie. Their eyes locked, the world around them disappeared, and millions of viewers felt that connection right through their screens. What makes their relationship so special is not just affection, but mutual evolution. "I've grown because of her," Kerem confessed. "She's taught me to see life differently, to be gentler, to breathe more, to be thankful." In that single moment, the entire studio seemed wrapped in tranquility. Even the host's voice trembled slightly when she said, "It's really rare to witness love this sincere." As the show came to an end, Kerem and Hande stood, hand in hand, thanking the host and audience. Outside the studio, the press waited eagerly, flashes already lighting up the night. Kerem faced the cameras briefly and said, "We talked about many things today, but the most important thing is that love is transformative. What Hande and I have is special, and we're grateful for it every day." Hande added gently, "He always makes me laugh, even in the hardest times. Maybe that's why he holds such a special place in my life." If you've made it this far, it means you felt the same warmth we did while revisiting this moment. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Mr. Magazine, and hit the join button to support more deep dives into the stories that remind us love still exists, both on and off the screen. Tell us in the comments below. Do you believe celebrity love can survive under the spotlight? Or is privacy the key to a lasting relationship? We'd love to hear what you think. As the studio lights dimmed and the crowd dispersed, there was a lingering softness in the air, the kind that only truth can leave behind. That night, Kerem Bürsin didn't just confess love, he redefined it. His words weren't rehearsed lines from a script. They were fragments of his heart, spoken in real time, witnessed by millions. Hande Erçel's tearful smile sealed the moment forever, a reminder that sometimes, love doesn't need grand gestures or stage lights. Sometimes, all it takes is honesty. And as fans replayed that clip over and over, the world collectively agreed on one thing: it wasn't just an interview, it was a love story written in real life. This was Mr. Magazine, where we bring you the most emotional, human, and unforgettable sides of fame. Thank you for watching, and remember, your support helps us keep these stories alive. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below which Turkish star you'd like us to feature next. Until next time, keep believing in love, because as Kerem and Hande just proved, sometimes the most beautiful stories are the ones told straight from the heart.